What's going on YouTube? Unc0ver here. So in today's video I have great news for those of you waiting for a better Cydia alternative. Installer 5 has been finally released for the general public and it's incredible. It's a very fast, very reliable, modern Cydia alternative for jailbroken devices, and it's actually, as I said, completely incredible. You're going to see in a minute because I'm going to show you how to install it and we're going to have a demo together. But let's see, the AppTapp team, the team behind the Installer 5 posted, quote, Installer 5.0.0 is now out of beta and available on our public repository. Important information can be found in there, and this is the repo that you need to add in Cydia or your current package manager if you want to install it. And yes, you can have both Cydia and this one in here at the same time on your device and they would work pretty fine. You don't have to uninstall Cydia if you don't feel comfortable doing so. But yeah, if you follow the link in there, it gives you the thread about the Installer 5 being out of the beta, so it's finally stable and you can use it, and they give you a list of their features and stuff like that. And Installer 5 supports all devices running iOS 10 or higher, so all jailbreaks for iOS 10 or higher, including the Unc0ver, including the Chimera, and I think including a checkring too. But anyways, the main features in here are actually pretty good. You have dark mode, you have biometric login when you do package stuff like purchasing a package and stuff like that. You can back up your jailbreak setup, you can import your repositories and sources from Cydia or Zebra or from Sileo all into the Installer 5. You can hide updates, you have faster package installation, and of course faster source refreshing. You don't have to wait for a lot of loading. And of course one of the biggest features in my opinion is the fact that it's actually actively maintained by the AppTapp team. Well, while we do get updates for Cydia from third parties like Sam Bigner and stuff like that, Soric isn't exactly interested in updating Cydia anymore, and Cydia is pretty old. While it does work, it's definitely not having the features Installer 5 has. But let's see how you can install it and let's see the features that it has. Of course, for that I had to switch to my phone. And installing the Installer 5 is actually very simple. If you have Cydia, you open it in here, and of course you have to add a repository, which is that one that I mentioned, the AppTapp repository, which is apptap.me/repo. And in here there is only one package, and that is the Installer 5. You have to install that one in here. You press install, and that's basically it. And after that, you have this in here, which is the installer. And as I said, it does work alongside with Cydia, no problem. And you can see here that it's basically very modern looking, like the AppStore on iOS 13 or iOS 12. You have in here some featured tweaks and themes and stuff like that. And in here you have a section for most downloaded on the homepage. And of course, then you have the must-have ones and stuff like that, must-have themes, extend your apps. Then of course you have the normal changes tab that you have in Cydia, which shows the new updates that have been pushed to the repos. Then you have your sources in here, and as you can see you have the default categories. You can basically filter by all packages, installed ones, updated ones, new ones, or you can browse. And you have your other categories in here, which is actually quite cool. And then of course you have your manage tab, which basically contains all your installed packages, and you can see them all if you press in here, and they give you a good list of everything that has been installed. And then of course you can filter if you want to. Pressing here you filter by install date, by maintainer, by name, by source, category, and stuff like that. And of course if you scroll a little bit down, you have the sources or the repos, and it shows you how many tweaks are inside, and of course when it has been updated last time, in here. And that's basically it. It's pretty simple. You have your search bar, and of course you have some training tweaks in here, what people are searching for. And of course you can search for a package if you want to. For example, I'm going to search for Falsa, and as you can see in here, it's actually very, very fast. And you open it, it gives you the information, and that's basically it. As you can see, it's already installed in here. I can give it stars if I want to. It gives me the option to uninstall it. There's a button in here which gives me the option to ignore the updates or select a specific version that I want to install, which is pretty good in my opinion, especially since this is very, very new looking. It looks exactly like the App Store. It's very modern compared to Cydia, and it works very well compared to Cydia. It's much faster, and of course it looks better. So if you want to try it out, and of course if you want to try all the features, it's definitely a good idea to do so. You can of course log in, create a backup. If I want to create a backup of my setup, I press in here, and the backup has been created, and I can export it and restore it, so everything will be restored after, for example, a restore and stuff like that. The settings in here allow you to do biometric authentication, show incompatible packages and stuff like that, and you can even select different colors, for example OLED dark mode, auto switch, blue dark mode like this in here, gray dark mode like this in here. The OLED one is basically black, and you have the auto one in here. And you can even change the icon and stuff like that if you want to, clear caches and stuff like that. So this is actually very, very cool. If you want to check it out, check it in the description down below. The repo will be in there. And of course, yeah, thank you for watching. I am GeoSnow, and peace out.